Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I'm taking a look at the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Scorpion figure. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see all of the action figure photography I shot when reviewing this figure. And of course, make sure to let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings if you're still waiting on your pre-order, if you picked this up, if you're still on the fence, what have you. But that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's start with how the figure turned out. We'll start here at the head. You have the great sculpt of the face, that snarl, the details in the lips and the nose. Around his eyes, you have that really dark green, and then you have this bright green going down the middle of the kind of medium green there on the mask. He's got his chin strap that goes down to his neck, and those, kind of divider lines going back to the bright green with that pleated line work going across all of his muscles. And the dark green trunks also kind of come up there around the hip a little bit, and then you've got the bright green in the arms. It goes down to the gloves where the pleating stops, and then you do have one side as a fist, and the other side does have this more kind of choking hand here, as you can see. And then we go down to the legs. Again, we've got more of that pleated look across the muscles, and then it stops at the boots, which also have that weird little kind of hook going up the calf. Now for his tail, this piece, it kind of shifts around on the back, his little backpack, and you see it kind of moves, which I don't know if it's supposed to be able to come off or not, but it doesn't seem to, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. But it does go from there down throughout his tail, and it is more of a softer, rubbery plastic because it is bendy, and it has those lines going across it all the way down. It is about 15 inches from the base to the tip, which you see there has that nice metal looking silver paint job for the spike, or the stinger I guess, and then the dark green also on the tip. So if you're a fan of the animated series, this Scorpion is great. Okay, on to articulation. So we'll start again with the head. It does have that hinge at the top, so it goes pretty far up, pretty far down, twists all around, and then you do have a little bit of tilt. And then we move on to arms. Those go up to about 90. You can go all the way around. No butterfly joint though, but you do have the bicep swivel and the double jointed elbows. Not seamless, mind you. And then you do have the hinge at the wrist, forward and back, and spins all the way around. Now we get to the kind of abdomen area, and he doesn't have the normal cut. He just has the upper cut. So only having that is not great, but you still get quite a bit of range. So it's not a huge hindrance, but it would have been nice to have both, I guess. Maybe I'm asking too much, but yeah, you can get quite a bit of range forward, back, side to side, all of that. You do have the hip cut. Leg goes up all the way to 90, out to about 90. You do have the thigh cut there for the swivel. We've got double jointed knees, again, not seamless. And then the ankle pivot forward and back and twists all which ways. And a boot cut as well, so you can kind of twist that around. Now, one thing he does have to make up for some of his other articulated issues is he has this amazing tail, which is pretty bendy. It's a little stiff. You do have to work with it. But I guess that's better than it just being a mangled mess. So you can get him in some good poses, but you do have to kind of fight for it. I will be doing a Let's Pose hopefully tomorrow, Tuesday, the 6th, if you're watching this when it first comes out. On to accessories. There aren't none. Moving on to a size comparison, though, here he is next to the Mafex symbiote suit Spider-Man and Mafex Batman. Both scale really well with him. He's a little shorter than most Marvel Legends. So then we'll bring out Marvel Legends Jon Favreau and the G.I. Joe classified Pimp Daddy Destro if he decides to stand. There we go. And you'll notice they are a little bit taller than him even. Like, Jon Favreau about the same height, but Destro is a little bit taller. And of course, when I talk about tall, we've got the big beefy boy himself, the Armadillo Build-A-Figure, and he is massive and just towers over everybody. On to my favorite part of this line, the retro card. So we've got the Spider-Man at the top of that dark purple. We've got the Marvel Comics logo. We've got the artwork of the Scorpion there, the figure on the bubble. Very 90s. I love every second of it. It reminds me of my childhood. And spinning around, you got more of that purple with the Spider-Man logo. You got the light blue with the outline of the figure. You've got the picture of him, the bio. Don't choke on this little no kids allowed. Barcode, all that fun stuff. I'm so happy Hasbro's doing this. Bring me more. I need Spider-Man, X-Men, all of it. All of it. Okay, so overall, still super excited to finally have this figure. I really like having those animated, like old school bright colors compared to, I believe the last one they did was more metallic. I am very disappointed we didn't get very many accessories, or I guess we didn't really get any accessories at all, to be honest. I get that, with the bendable tail, it probably raised the costs, but at the same time, it kind of it's very odd to me considering we got the cel-shaded Spider-Man with, a new sculpt, all of that paint apps, and he got several sets of hands, some extra web effects, all sorts of stuff, and then Scorpion doesn't even get like extra set of hands. Like I'd really like an extra head so he can have like maybe just a normal face and then his like snarling face, but I guess it is what it is. You gotta, take what you can get. I'm still super excited to have him as part of the collection, flesh out my Sinister Six. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Did this sway you one way or another? Did you already get yours? If you're, still unsure. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out and plus gets you a bunch of toy-related content on your feed. So you'll get our reviews on Mondays, our Let's Pose on Tuesdays, where I show you how to pose action figures like I do in the action figure photography you're about to see here at the end of the video. And then we have the replay of our live stream on Wednesdays and the weekly podcast on Fridays. You'll actually have, at the end of this video, there'll be a link so you can go back and watch last week's episode of the podcast where we interview the owner of Valaverse Action Force Figures, Bobby Vala. Also, make sure to follow us over on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair, and check us out live Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to be a part of the conversation and chat with us over on twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair, where me, Jamar, and Nate go over our weekly toy purchases. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.